Hello there, everybody. Okay. So here we are. Let's see. So what I'm doing today is I'm going through all the signs. I'm going to do the little reading off the internet. Sorry about my hair today. And we're starting with Aries here at 1:51. Okay. So Aries, here's what the message is here from the internet. On August 30th, the full moon will shed light on your desire to retreat and withdraw from the public eye. Although you tend to be a pretty active person, this lunation is encouraging you to spend less time on the go and more time recharging your imaginative batteries. If you've been feeling burnt out, now is a good time to shift your focus toward things that don't require much physical activity, like journaling or daydreaming. Okay, so time to retreat inside yourself. That's what this moon is going to do for you, is make you go inward, which is great. Spirits, angels, guides, we are wondering about this beautiful moon coming up. I think it's on the 30th of the month, so it's like 1 week from today. I just wanted to get a heads up on it, see what we can prepare for, I didn't look up rituals. Yeah, so this is a time for you to decide, Seven of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Two of Wands. I feel like your Empress energy is going to be alive and well during this new moon. And what's very good about that is that what you're doing during this time is trying to decide where you want to put your energy. Seven of Pentacles, the Empress. You're using your Empress energy to, hi Jackie, how's it going? You're going to be in the Empress energy to make this decision, and so it's going to be, I think, quite easy to pick yourself. Tell me, what is Aries' challenge through this blue moon, Spirit? What is their challenge? Okay. Alright, so it could be about memories, like thinking about something. It could be about a mother, like your mom, or a strong female figure. It could even be you that you're thinking about, your stability, right? But I feel like you are doing kind of I don't know, like a deep dive into yourself, right? Here's what's the end of the day. That's what's happening during the blue moon. I think you're going to decide to choose yourself and follow that higher self of yours. That's what it looks like to me. Tell me, why is the Empress here? I feel like the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles are here. Hi, Joni. Thanks for coming, you guys. Thanks for hitting the like button. Love you guys so much. Tell me why the Empress is here for Aries, Spirit. What is she doing here? What are they doing here? The Empress is coming out because you need to do what's best for you right now. And so that's why that strong female divine, doesn't matter, male or female, if you're male or female. This is just a strong energy of the Empress. It's about creating things. It's about realizing how important you are in this big scheme of things, right? And I feel like while you're in this blue moon energy and kind of withdrawing and going inside, I feel like that's what the clarity is. No matter what happens, no matter what, you just have to do what's best for you, period. I feel like that's the message here. I feel like this is something that, like, this particular way the planets are right now, like, we have like 3 planets in Virgo. So, you know how Virgos are. I mean, they're very straightforward, you know, deep thinkers. They're very analytical. That's the word, analytical. So I feel like you're doing that, you know, maybe realizing something about the past that happened that wasn't quite fair. Maybe it was something in your childhood as well. But I feel like you're getting clarity on it. Like, the Nine of Wands isn't here, but that's the vibe I'm getting. It's like you're almost understanding that everything that has happened has created who you are, and you can't do anything but feel grateful. You know, I mean, it's like you're having an awakening with your soul, you know, like your soul is coming out saying, like, man, you're doing great. This was our plan, and you're right on target. That's what that looks like to me. So Taurus is next. So let's read what it says here. During the Pisces full moon, your hopes and dreams for your friendships and community will be spotlighted. You may find yourself collaborating with someone that inspires you, or you may be considering what your ideal tribe looks like. This is a fortunate time for networking, Taurus, so be sure to put yourself out there. The connections you create now are incredibly optimistic and could offer you long-term support and camaraderie in the long run. So, looks like you're going to be putting yourself out there, meeting new people, gathering a tribe. Remember, I've been talking about that for a while, you know, being a leader, gathering a tribe. You're starting to understand what your tribe will even look like, Taurus, is what it's saying. That's kind of exciting. Spirits, angels, guides, show me. Ace of Cups. Okay, so whatever you're doing here, I feel like, you know, you're seeing the justice in something because you're leading with your heart space. Want to see? So you're leading with your heart space here, and you're seeing the way it is. You know, what is fair, what isn't fair. You're understanding, like, from a heart space, maybe more about your soul. I feel like you have, yeah, a gathering. There's people coming in to help you, be your friend. I feel like this is going to make you very strong, yet balanced and kind and soft. I feel like that's the kind of leader you are when you're coming from a heart space. You're feeling very young. You feel like this is brand new, and it's exciting, right? And then we have this Six of Cups here. Why is that here? So this could be you doing a review of your own life. Six of Cups. Okay. Alright. So whatever is going on here with the Six of Cups, I think you're moving out of that energy. It's pretty simple, simply put. It's like you're thinking about it. It's making you emotional. It's toxic. It is a feeling of lack with the Five of Pentacles here. So I'm clarifying the Six of Cups. And out comes the Moon, the Devil, and the Five of Cups. Meaning that even though you haven't noticed it or you didn't see it clearly, you are now. Like you're seeing that something, it's been following you around since you were a child. You know, it's this lack mentality. Maybe money. Maybe you're worried about money. Maybe you're worried about, I don't know. This could be about, you know, an addiction. It could be about just feeling alone. Just feeling all alone. Or like you have nothing to offer, maybe. But look at what's here to rescue you. You know, I see this card and I'm like, here I come to save the day. It's Spirit coming to change your energy, change you out of this energy. How exactly? What are you showing them, Spirit? You're showing them how to transmute the energy. Your own soul is guiding you there. You're changing this energy is what's happening. Wow, this is really, really beautiful, Taurus. I feel like leading with love is going to give you some strength that you never even knew you had access to. I feel like when you figure out like all of the things that have happened to you had a purpose, it frees you. You feel free, you feel alive. And there's people coming in to help you here. And what I think the people are doing is kind of helping you process and let go and change the energy that you're in. Because whatever this energy is with these memories that you have, Taurus, it's toxic for you, you know? And Spirit is saying, like, we gotta change that energy. And I feel like the whole key to changing energy is your mindset. You know, it's the way you look at it. Like, are you looking at it like something is never fair, I don't have enough, that kind of thing? Because you do. It's not true. And I think like that's the truth that you're waking up to here when you start leading with the heart space. You're coming from your heart space, and that's what's going to bring you success. Six of Wands, bottom of the deck, soul friends coming in. I think honestly it might lead to new work, you know, like you and another person who is a soul friend, you know, doing something together. It's very successful. I also see you cutting out things and people and places that don't serve you anymore because of the change of perspective, you know. The Hanged Man is here. So I feel like you're getting enlightened. Maybe I don't know, with this blue moon, you just never know with that energy, but you could be having pretty cool dreams about it, like understanding, I don't know, things that you've lost, or so you thought, and that's how you thought about it. I lost this when this happened. But I feel like you're kind of changing your perspective. You're looking at it from a soul perspective, you know? And that's what I have for you, Taurus. Gemini is next. 15. And let's see what Geminis have to say here. On August 30th, the full moon in Pisces will illuminate your 10th house of career and public image, bringing some of your hopes and wishes for your profession to the forefront. You tend to dream big when it comes to your reputation, and on this day, it'll be easier to envision where your work could potentially take you. This lunation could signify a promotion or an opportunity to showcase your talents to the masses. How about that? That's pretty good. Let's see here. Spirit, can you tell me about Gemini and this moon being in their 10th house of career and reputation? Tell me what that looks like in the tarot for my subscribers. Okay, so there's some planning. Knight of Pentacles. There's some planning going on. You're looking at what you have coming. You're looking at what you have to offer and what you can do with it. Huge epiphany here with the Ace of Wands. About your stability or about a person. And love. This is family love. It's romantic love. It's children love. It's every kind of love. It's unconditional love, you know? You're manifesting. Your soul is coming out. And you're being moved. Where are you moving Gemini to? What are you doing with their energy here? Okay. Moving them to a heart space. So that's what's happening there, Gem. So I feel like This could feel like you've been planning for this for a long time, or you've been contemplating like different things that you could do or what you have to offer. Knight of Pentacles. The planning phase of everything takes a little bit, right? But all of a sudden you get this awareness, right? Awareness of the magician inside of you. The awareness that you have the ability to manifest. And I think you're understanding this on a level that you just didn't realize it, right? And so, honestly, what you're doing is just letting your soul lead you right to that stability of the King of Pentacles. You know, the King of Pentacles is, well, he's basically King Midas. Everything he touches turns to gold. So that could be one reading, right? So whatever it is you want, I think you can have it. As long as you let your soul do the leading, right? Your soul's the one with all the knowledge about the magician, about the elements, you know? Our soul has been around and around and around. We've all been here, you know, before. Our soul has a lot of knowledge and it is stored in our DNA. So, I kind of feel like that's what's happening. I do feel like you're being moved, energetically moved, possibly, to, like, looking at everything from a heart space. I feel like there is a huge shift in the way you see love, the way you feel it, the way you experience it, you know? So, let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. What exactly is he doing? What's the Knight of Pentacles exactly doing for Gemini? What are they figuring out? How to get ahead after a tower moment. So you had a tower moment. And it was pretty ugly, and I feel like you've been kind of trying to plan and figure out around that, because I feel like it hurt you a lot. I think this is about love. I do. Because the King of Cups is here, right? So, and the Lovers too. So I feel like it's taken some time to tap in and understand what this situation is about. You're seeing love differently now here. Ten of Cups. Well, how are they seeing it? Okay. So you're remembering it, how it has been, how it was, and who you are now, and how it feels now, and what it is. You know, it always changes, doesn't it? Love, the way we feel about it, the way we look at it. I feel like you're really kind of contemplating this too in this first section. I know that the reading was about your, you know, your career, but I'm seeing love here as well. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. You now have a King and Queen of Pentacles on here, as well as the Lovers. So, I don't know, there might be somebody coming in. Maybe it's someone that's wanting to work with you. Someone who's loyal. Tell me about the Ace of Wands and the Magician. What's going on here? Yeah. You're getting it. You're getting the King of Wands vibe here, which means like you're courageous, you're not scared, you know your ability. I think it makes you strong and confident. That's why it's even happening, you know. It's because without this epiphany, I mean, you might not actually have the courage to let your soul come to the surface. Yeah, but you are. An old way is ending here, and you're stepping into a brand new life with this energy. This moon is going to be really big for you. Tell me about their career. Well, it looks like you've been kind of overthinking your money situation, right? But what's happening, someone's coming in and they're going to want to work with you. I feel like this is a spirit-led proposal. And I think the reason that it's here is that, I mean, you're either going to, get a raise or a promotion, or you're going to start your own business with someone, So if you work for a company, you could expect like something like a promotion, right? Maybe you're going to be the boss. But the Emperor is really, I mean, he really is probably the strongest energy in the deck. I mean, he's the divine masculine, able to manifest anything. So it doesn't surprise me to see the King of Wands and the Emperor here. I feel like that is you taking on those energies and understanding that power, right? Tell me what are you leading them out of with the Six of Swords? Where are you taking them? Okay, I think some of you have been sad and healing up because the Four of Swords came out. But again, here comes some people, So I feel like I got a reading like this yesterday with a lot of threes. But anyway, what I feel like is Spirit is sending some people. They're going to show you something good. The Sun is here. These people are kind of like moving you out of the healing position and into the Sun. The Sun is, in the tarot, is like happiness and joy and abundance, So I feel like that's where you're being moved to, and it's your wish fulfillment. It is your wish fulfillment. You're so excited. I feel like there's a enlightenment coming with this as well. So yeah, I see work going good, like something big changing there. And I feel like it's you that's making it happen through the Magician energy and the Emperor energy. And the fact that you're leading with love. And don't forget that the High Priestess is here too. So you're listening. You can hear your soul. Beautiful. Just keep doing that and you're not gonna, nothing, you won't be let down by your soul. Okay, Cancer is next. 2349. Okay. Cancer. This month, your current belief systems and philosophies will be illuminated as the Pisces full moon unfolds. During this lunation, you're being encouraged to broaden your perspectives, especially if you've been weighed down by the stresses of your daily life. This is a fortunate time for travel or doing something out of the ordinary. Don't hesitate to switch things up. Okay, so let's see. You're being asked to look at things a little bit bigger, I was just talking, my granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter just went to college. And she had her first day like yesterday. And she texted me last night and I was telling her like, once you get into school and you start with all your generals, you might actually find that something else sparks your interest. And I remember that happening with philosophy for me. Like I felt like my mind got so much bigger with every philosophy class. Anyway, she took one and she texted me and she goes, "You're right. I'm in love with this class. I'm in love with the teacher. The professor is amazing." I'm like, all of them are. It's because they think big. It's because they allow their mind to wander and explore all the possibilities. You know what I mean? So I think that's what's going on for you, Cancer. Let's see. Your philosophies are changing. You're looking at things different. Yep, I see you doing it here with the Seven of Cups. You're looking back at your past, what you've done, where you've been, maybe where you want to go now. This can be a confusing kind of place, but I think what you're noticing here is that all of these things that you've been through kind of put a guard up around you. and you're the Empress. That's what this reading is actually showing me. I'll show you. So you're thinking about things. This can be a card of confusion too. Like, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? Seven of Cups. Nine of Wands. After the Seven of Cups, you're a little confused. You realize how much you've been hurt. And you're like, fuck this shit. I'm going to stay right here. But the truth is, you're really the Empress. And so I feel like you're contemplating that and you're understanding something more about your own self, Cancer. You know, like I'm way more than this. I'm not this person stuck behind this wall. That's not who I want to be, right? The reason this is happening is Spirit, Eight of Wands. They're moving you. That's why when the planets move around, it's important for us to pay attention because that's how they move us. You know what I mean? The universe. Okay. So, yeah, it's because you've been in this healing position. Like something broke your heart, it looks like. Could be a person. But I feel like also what you've learned through this, you know, is that how strong you are. But I think you've been overthinking. Tell me more about this. I just want, like, a little more. Ten of Cups. This is what you want. That's why it took so long. So, that's what you're after, is this, like, happily ever after, stable family, stable life. And I think that's where you're headed with this Strength card. So let me see. Tell me what that Four of Swords is. What happened? Okay. Something happened with your stability. And it could be about money. You know, like you don't have enough and you're scared something happened. What exactly happened? They're like, everybody's different. Can you guys hear me? I forgot to turn off the fan. Shit. Sorry. That's so loud on the video. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Okay. So, here's the thing though, is like, Spirit is actually in control here. Like they're moving. Eight of Wands. That's Spirit activity. I'll show you why I think that. Do you see how all those wands are like honed in on one spot? That spot is you, Cancer. And so I feel like they've been watching you struggle. They've been watching you stand behind this wall. And they've been watching you lay here and try and heal your heart. And so they're just coming in offering you love and saying, like, this doesn't have to stay like this. Okay, so this is about philosophy, opening up your mind. Tell me what's happening in the Seven of Cups, Six of Cups. So you're really thinking hard about your past. You know, maybe about your childhood even. Who was in it, right? And it's emotional. And I think you're letting that go because the World card is here. I feel like you're walking into a new portal. Yeah, leaving behind the nightmares. It's all turning around because of this love. It's the love, the Magician, and the King of Cups coming out after the World card. So I feel like, you know, Spirit is giving you, I don't know what. Maybe you're seeing something different. Maybe they're changing the way you view things. Like, it looks to me like you're looking through a heart space now. And you're understanding your power with the Magician card. And you're just really focusing in on that love. Because whatever happened was really painful. This is at the bottom of the deck. It's explaining all this, right? This is what it's talking about, Cancer. So it looks to me like there was a really big heartbreak here for someone. And it looks like it's been going on for a while. I think it shook you at your core. And I feel like maybe during this new moon, like hangman energy is coming out, right? Yeah, you're going to surrender by way, yeah. Your third eye is telling you, like, it's just been too much. Will you just let me handle it? That's your soul talking. Can I handle it for you, please? Will you just let me do it? I know where we're going. I had planned to do this so I could feel these things. So your higher self is very much communicating with you while you're in this healing position. Just so you know. So if you just up and do something without thought, just do it. That's your soul just guiding you to do it. It will work out when you listen to that. Tell me what the Strength card is. Okay, there's people involved. Three of Pentacles. So someone coming in maybe to collab with you about something. It's new. You've never done it before. It's transforming your life. No kidding. The Death and Rebirth card. This, whatever this is, this person coming in, it's just changing everything. It could be a child even. But it could be that you're new at it. You've never done the work before, maybe. Or maybe you just never had the opportunity that's being offered to you. Maybe you haven't even cared because you're so sad about whatever happened. But I'm going to tell you, whatever this Three of Pentacles is, it's bringing you 10. It's bringing you the stability and the happiness. I mean, and you're getting it on your own with spirit. This is you and spirit making that 10 Pentacles happen. I think you realize, like, I did say someone's coming in, and there is someone coming in to help you transform. But what they're doing is like helping you understand how much your higher self is at the wheel, how much, if we would allow it to be at the wheel more often, that, you know, we create our own happiness with our own higher self. And I think that's what you're learning. So I think there's either people or information. This is usually people, though, coming in. And I don't know what the Eight of Wands will look like, but it could look like a person. It could be that Three of Pentacles, too, because it was right there, too. Could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It could also just be spirit help, too, you know, because of that Eight of Wands. So take how it resonates, but look for avenues of bigger thinking, you know, of more possibilities than you ever thought of before. If you hear of something new, listen, you know, listen to it. Okay, Leo is next. 30. All right, Leo, what's going on with my peeps here? Let me look at this first. See if I can see the chat. Jackie, happy Wednesday, and Joni, hi. Hi. Good to see you guys. I'm so happy to see you guys. All right. Now, where was I? I'm trying to operate two different things. Okay, so Leo is next, right? Okay. The Pisces full moon sheds light on your boundaries and obligations you currently share with others. You may be paying off a debt that's been looming over you, or adjusting your proximity to other people and their financial responsibilities. You may also be considering the possibility that your resources are creating for you now that you may have been unable to see before. Any endings that happen now are likely a blessing in disguise, so don't be afraid to embrace any changes. Okay, something big happening with your finances, Leo. Let's look and see. An any endings that happen are a blessing. So, since it's about your finances, I'm wondering, like, if you lose a job or forced to move, like anything like that, I think it could be a blessing. All right, angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, archangels. Okay. So far I have the Page of Cups and the Two of Cups. And the Temperance, King of Wands, Three of Cups. Lots of love here. Lots and lots of love. You're here with that King of Wands. That's your energy, right? So you're standing proud and tall and courageous. I feel like you're changing some kind of energy, or someone's coming in. I feel like there's a love offer, is what it looks like. I know this reading was about finances, but this is talking about, it could be a child or it could be a love offer, maybe a message or something. It is a soul friend that's contacting you. And I think they bring you balance. I think that maybe it's been slow and you need to be patient with it. I also see, like, reading it this horizontal way. It's like, I mean, yeah, horizontal. Page of Cups and the King of Wands. I feel like leading with love builds your strength and your courage. Like, using your heart space makes you understand yourself differently, see yourself more accurately when you look, you know, from heart space. I feel like it's also like talking about an ascension, because I'm using this deck, right? And so maybe you're growing and ascending, you know, and it's through love. Two of Cups is coming in here, and it's down here is Three of Cups. So I feel like this is a soul friend, and it might be more than one coming in. And the Temperance is signifying change here. Like, you are transmuting energy by way of, you know, spirit communication, spirit guidance. So maybe you're looking at things differently now. Tell me what's going on with that Page of Cups. What's the Page of Cups here for? What does he want to say? Page of Cups. What does the Page of Cups want to say? Okay. Page of Cups. The Sun and the Six of Swords. Sun is also your card, Leo. So the Page of Cups might be saying, like, look inside yourself. You'll have the success right there. That's beautiful. Tell me who the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups is all about. Could be a Scorpio. Could be somebody causing a transformation for you. Wish fulfillment. Wow. Maybe you're finally meeting the person that you truly have been manifesting. Yeah. Ten of Cups. Wow. Wasn't this about, this is about resources. Okay. But it's talking about love in the tarot today. So what I feel like is, like, okay, so it looks like it's going to be a love reading. But what I feel like it's saying is, like, to be your authentic self here, because you have so many cards saying Leo to me. So I feel like it's saying, like, what brings success is for you to just be your own self, your own beautiful, fiery, wonderful, powerful, magical self. And that is what brings in this new thing. It's like a new love. That's what it looks like. Could be the way you see your family too. Like, maybe you look at your family different. Maybe you're just viewing love different, right? Tell me about the Temperance and the Eight of Wands. Clarified by the Judgment. Okay, so what they're doing is having your soul, you like come, you know, like you're deciding, like, I'm gonna let my soul come to the surface here and deal with this, right? Here's what it's clarifying: Temperance, Eight of Wands, and then the Judgment. So that's what I kind of feel like you're gonna find this balance and everything when you decide that the best thing to do is follow your soul's lead, you know? Listen to those chakras. You know what I mean? And I just did videos on the root and the sacral chakra like a week ago. And I just feel like, honestly, I feel like it's probably the least viewed video, but maybe some of the most important information I've ever like relayed, because that is how our soul contacts us, is through those chakra energy fields. And if they're blocked, we have physical symptoms of it. So if you haven't watched that, or, you know, I mean, I'm telling you that because basically this moon is about philosophy. It's about, right? No, it's about, I'm sorry, I was on the last one too. It's about financial responsibilities. So basically, whatever's going on in your finances, I feel like you're going to be successful. Just be your authentic self. I kind of feel like, you know, something's coming up here. And I feel like it could have to do with the finances, but I feel like you're walking away from something, or like, I don't know, this could be about like losing a job, right? Or losing something. Eight of Cups, you're walking away, someone else is walking away. You're trying to cling to it. I feel like you're very sad about it. You're trying to heal up from it, and you're going inside and talking to Spirit about it, about how guarded you are and why. And Spirit's coming in. They hear you. They hear you. What are you bringing them, Spirit? Eight of Wands. What are you bringing them? Change. They're changing your vibe. They're getting you out of that, like, I don't know what happened. You got a bunch of fours here. So I'm going to say, like, your stability has been kind of rocked a little bit. I don't know. I was wondering, I mean, I just was thinking about Maui. And I mean, it could very well even be talking about, like, losing a home. You know, because you got a lot of fours, and fours are about your foundation, which is about your home. It's about, you know, money, stability. And I feel like, you know, you have a lot of that going on. And then Spirit is coming in, Six of Swords. Again, they're telling me, like, we got this shit. But it isn't like, it's it's your higher self. You know what I mean? Like, I talk about spirit all the time, and like, it's a collective spirit and it's an individual. Like, the spirits are the souls are all connected, right? But we have one that's our very own. You know, and that's one that guides us. And I'm kind of feeling like your soul is wanting to guide you to different energy, because it looks like shit energy here. What are you finding out in the Hermit? That's not a shit card. It's a good card, but it can feel like shit. You're feeling, I think what you're finding out here in this healing part is like how many talents that you really actually do have, how much you really do have to offer. So I don't know if you're like, I don't know if you're like a crafter or you make something or something, but I feel like you're focusing on doing things that you love. Once your soul comes out, once you say, okay, I know you made the plan, and I'm not I didn't know about it. And so here they come, and your body feels good when this happens. Your human feels really good, young, excited. going new places, doing new things. You feel like a child again. That's the energy they're giving you here. So you're going from this place of feeling, I don't know, displaced, and you're walking into like this beautiful Page of Wands energy with the Ace of Cups, and then at the bottom is the Emperor. I was waiting for him to come out. I thought he might. The Emperor is taking you here. The Emperor is taking you here and here. And look at your work even. You're coming out again in your reading. You're here like 3 times now. But this is where your soul is leading you. Like you're going from this, I don't know what happened, but it looks like, you know, I mean, something ended, somebody walked away, right? You feel a little guarded about it. You're kind of scared. Maybe root chakra stuff, you know. Spirit says, come with me. Let me do this. And you're like, okay. I feel like you could be having a new job. There could be a new lover coming in. Or you could just be starting your own damn business. But either way, I got 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups on this spread. So I think your finances in whatever situation you're in is going to work out okay. You know, Spirit's got your back. It's just like, are you going to live in fear? Or are you going to just be confident in your soul? I remember somebody asking me that one time about my son. They said, do you trust his soul? And I said, yeah. Good question. Like, I could think all day about that. Do I even trust my own soul? Yeah, I do. Of course, my hair is looking crazy today. I bet you guys wonder, like... Okay. All right, so that's what I got for you, Leo. Virgo is next. Let's see what's going on for Virgo. 4813. Okay, Virgo. All right, let's look and see what this is saying. Okay, as the Pisces full moon unfolds, your romantic relationships and partnerships will be your primary focus. While you tend to be a pretty logical person, this lunation is inviting you to embrace the possibilities your connections are offering you now. Try not to limit your thinking when it comes to love now, Virgo. It'll benefit you to remain open-minded and trust the dynamics you've cultivated with others. So, this is about your romantic relationships. Embrace the possibilities your connections are offering now. Don't limit your thinking when it comes to love. It'll benefit you to remain open-minded and trust the dynamics you've cultivated with others. Okay. Virgo. Hi, Jess. Nice to see ya. Okay. Virgo. Well, Virgo, the first card out is the Six of Wands, which is a great big success story. Thank you, Jess. Success for the Queen of Pentacles, which is you. But then there's a devil here. I hate it when that guy shows up. He's pretty damn good looking, but I think this one is sort of shady. 7 of Swords. Alright, so let's see, get some more here. Okay, something big is happening. The wheel is here. Something's changing. The Chariot's here, so maybe you're moving. I feel like you're moving from the devil energy, maybe whatever that means for you. Like, there's something. It could be just fear of something that happened in the past that wasn't fair. maybe it kind of upset where you are at, like your home, your foundation, right? But what I see is the Nine of Wands being clarified by the Six of Wands being clarified by the Nine of Cups. So you're winning at something that you've always wanted to do, Virgo. You're going to be successful. Keep that in mind. I feel like there's something big changing for you or someone in your life. Queen of Pentacles could be a mother. It could just be a stable, solid individual that carries the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. She's confident and stable. She's tapped into nature, right? And I think that the Devil card, I feel like you're successfully moving away from that. And it is your higher self that's doing it. Like, you're leaving it. Like, you could be traveling. The Wheel of Fortune is also here saying, like, things are going to turn around. It looks like you've been in kind of a rough spot. But here's what's happening is it feels like a rough spot, but it's just all about growth. It's all about your soul growth, you know? We got a whole nother thing going on with that soul that we don't know about. The lessons, the plan, and the path, you know? Like, our human is totally in the dark, but the soul isn't. And they came here to experience it through our body, our mind, our experiences. They wanted to feel it, you know? So I feel like maybe, I don't know, you might even be just figuring that piece out, which changes things a little bit. Tell me what's so successful here. What are they wishing for? Well, you're letting go of something. You're letting go of something. It's grief. It could be about work. I think, you know, honestly, your work could be changing. Relationships and partnerships. I think where you're going is what you're doing is you're doing something now that you maybe, I don't know, maybe you don't love it. But it looks to me like you're moving to doing something that you do love, something you're passionate about. Tell me what's changing for the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, you're choosing yourself. That's what. You're at a crossroads. And I think you're going to be brave enough to choose yourself. Choose what you want. Yep. What you want is a transformation and 10 cups of love. So you could want a transformation in the way you see love. You could want a transformation in what you have. Like, well, I wanted this before. You know how our wishes change, like what we want? Like, some people will say, well, what did you want when you were little? What was your biggest thing? You know, what was it you wanted the most? And my answer is always pretty much, well, I just wanted to be a mom. That's pretty much what I played. I did play teacher sometimes. I did want to be a teacher. But for the most part, I really just wanted a stable family and home. Me too. I'm glad you're here, Jess. So tell me what the devil is. Let's clarify the devil all by itself. Ooh. It's this card. Okay, so it's some kind of heartbreak. It's grief, right? Leaving you feeling like that. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't want to see anything around me. And crying all night. So, you know, these cards are basically telling me that whatever broke your heart here is controlling you. Like, you're not even being yourself because of it, Virgo. So let's clarify the Chariot, because that's what's like clarifying like what's happening with the devil. I feel like you're moving. I feel like you're aligning. It's something new. You're excited and you feel like a kid, or maybe you are having a kid, or maybe you know, your kid comes to visit. I don't know. Maybe you just understand it differently. But I feel like you're being taken to a place of balance, you know. You're learning. Honestly, I think what you're seeing here in this chariot, and this is what aligns you, I think what you're seeing is that you've been protected through the whole thing. Whatever this heartbreak was, Three of Swords, it's terrible. It looks terrible on this card. Tell me what that 7 and 8 of Swords is here for. Because it's like whatever happened, I mean, you can't quit thinking about it. And you feel very stuck. But that's why the wheel is coming in, right? To change it. Maybe to show you that this is part of the journey. So this could have something to do with something that wasn't fair about your children. Or maybe someone that acts like a child. Because you have 2 pages here to clarify the 7 and 8 of Swords. Something isn't fair. It could be about children because they're both pages. Could also be maybe like a message. It could be a message. It's a Tower moment, right? Tell me what exactly happened. Tell me what's happening for, who is it? Virgo? Is this Virgo? Yeah. Okay, so if it's about love, it could be that someone, chose someone beside you, like maybe out of relationship and they wanted to be single. That's what it looks like. Tell me about the wheel. What are you bringing them? What are you bringing, Virgo, with the Wheel of Fortune? You're changing the way you see your situation, the way you see yourself. The High Priestess is coming out. So be ready for your third eye to give you some information. This would be just knowing. Like you just all of a sudden know something. You hear it, right? What you're knowing is your Empress energy. Beautiful. So that's what's happening here. Like this, whatever hurt you has gone on long enough. And that's what your higher self is saying. Like this has gone on long enough. We've felt this energy long enough. And the soul is really the one, that had to come and learn the lesson. It's saying, lesson done. Let me out. Let me show you who you really are. Let me show you. Look at what we've accomplished on our journey so far. Look at how far we've gotten on that ladder. A Wheel of Fortune. I mean, look at that balance too, right? So, that was kind of a complicated reading for. So this must be about love, since that's what the beginning thing is. But I feel like you're having wish fulfillment come. I see a lot of movement too. So I don't know if you're going to be moving houses, getting a new car. The Chariot's there, right? What that does mean is alignment. It means body, soul, and mind alignment. And so once that happens, and we do see things different. We do. Our soul just shows us, gives us the feeling, Like the reason this happened is so I could feel this. I don't know. So that's what I'm seeing. So let's look at Libra. All right, Libra. Let's look and see what's going on for you guys. The full moon will shift your focus to current habits, routines, and rituals. You'll be seeking plenty of fluidity in your day-to-day routine now, inviting you to make some changes that support your ultimate dreams and ideals for, I lost my spot, this area of your life. Now may be the time to implement rigid regimens, but instead, now may not be the time to implement rigid regimens, but instead accept the flexibility you need in your daily life in order to function at your best. So this is about habits, routines, rituals. That's fun. Libra. Tell me about habits, routines, and rituals for the full moon, the blue moon. The thing about the blue moon is that it doesn't happen very often. You know, sometimes it's like every 2 or 3 years. Sometimes I think the next one will be next August, but it doesn't happen all that often. So they say believe in the impossible. Like if you look at the moon card for the blue moon, it says believe in the impossible. So believe in it. And the reason I'm reading this stuff is because it's really about how it's affecting you, you know, for your sign. So your routine is being examined here. So what's Libra's routine? How's that going to be coming on in? Libra's routine, changing, your vibe. It's your vibe. Oh my gosh. It looks like you've been like maybe having some kind of mental chatter going on there. Maybe gossip going on you've been worried about. Maybe somebody else. Maybe there's a fight, word fight, right? And what's changing is you're raising your vibration. I feel like maybe you're starting to tap in to spirit, accept that in your life, you know, like, okay, I really do. I really understand. Like, I have this whole other piece of me that's like fucking magic. I think you're figuring it out. So I feel like what's happening is you're getting balanced between your soul and your human. That's the change. The routine thing might be actually have something to do with yoga. It might have something to do with like doing a practice on a daily basis to like protect yourself. You know, put that bubble around yourself, raise your vibration with intention. I want a different vibration today. I don't want to feel like this anymore. Put a bubble around me so that nobody else's energy can get in. I'm fucking tired of it, spirit. And so it is, right? And so it is. This is transmuting energy. So I feel like that is exactly what this whole thing is saying. Like, you have the Five of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and then the Temperance card. You're transmuting the shit energy of the Five of Swords. Something that might give you a headache. Something that, you know, maybe it's other people that just blah. You know how people are. Not that I don't love people. It's just, you know how they gossip and shit. That's what this card reminds me of. So what you're doing is you're making a decision, right? Hi, Dan. How's it going? You're making a decision to let your soul lead, Judgment card. And what's coming out of it is you having an ascension, having an awakening. Like your heart chakra is activated in this card. You know, Page of Cups. You feel like brand new. And then what ends up happening is there's a transformation. I mean, you're walking toward the light and you're finding your freaking power. The King of Wands. You know what I mean? So, like, you have this fight, you make a decision. You're like, Spirit, help me. I want to be protected from other people's energy because it's fucking me up. And Spirit's like, okay. I see you doing maybe deep breathing, maybe some yoga stuff. And if you're not doing that, maybe you'll be called to do that through the full moon, or maybe you'll do it as a ritual and then realize how like good it feels, because your heart is being activated and you are being your soul and you are becoming one. You know, like, you know how I always, like, this would stop your soul from coming like forward if you stay in this like mentality, right? But you're making a decision to ask Spirit, like, protect me from this energy. Like, I don't want to feel like this anymore. You see how all these wands are like supporting this person in this bubble? Have you ever done that? Just ask Spirit to put a bubble of light around you. You know, just a bubble that protects you from other people's bullshit. Like, I just want to be surrounded in love right now. If you do it every single day, you know, like, try it. Try it over the new moon or the full moon and see how it works for you. You know what I mean? Maybe maybe whatever's going on that's bullshit might just not matter anymore, because you're becoming balanced and you're realizing like the soul journey is really a pretty important part of us. You know what I mean? It's why we're fucking here, is the soul journey. So I see you making the decision to do it. And I think you're going to do it maybe over the new moon or the full moon. And I feel like you're starting to balance, you're starting to walk towards the light, and then you just find this power. And I've been seeing this today. Like, I think a lot of us are going to be awakening to how much power our soul really has. But the key to it is to like let it happen. You know, don't take it back. Like, I think I'll worry about this for a little bit. Your soul's like, no, let me keep it. I don't fucking care about it. Let's just go. We got to start leading with the love. We got to get on down the road. We got to walk toward the light so that you can use that power in this human body. And I'll show you how it works. That's what I see happening. Wow, this is a really cool reading. I don't even think I need to clarify this, Libra. I mean, I know you guys are my biggest watchers, but this is the most clear reading I've had today. So I'm not going to clarify it. I just feel like you're being moved. So look at your daily routines. What can you do? What can you do over the full moon? Make it a ritual, you know? I mean, how long is the full moon hot with the energy? Probably about 6 days. About 3 days before it's actually full, and 3 days after, it's still got that juju, you know? So I feel like, you know, the Libra, put yourself in the bubble of light. Do that for your ritual, and do it every single day that the moon is getting full. The moon is full, and the moon kind of start waning, but it's still full. Do it and see, like, maybe you'll make it a routine every single day. I mean, if we could really do that, which nothing outside of us would bother us. You know what I mean? Okay, so Scorpio is next. Let's look and see what the time is. 1:08:25. Okay, Scorpio. Let's see what it says for you. Your imagination will be running wild during the Pisces full moon, making it a fortunate time for visualizing the ways you can indulge in life's pleasures. You could reach a turning point in a romantic affair or bring a creative project to completion. Either way, today's full moon is all about what's possible when you prioritize pleasure. So you're bound to be left feeling inspired. Wow. Did you hear that? Today's full moon is all about what's possible when you prioritize pleasure. So you're bound to be left feeling inspired. Wow. You know that Knight of Wands and that Page of Wands I always talk about? That's prioritizing pleasure, you know? Okay. Scorpio. Okay, so you got the High Priestess, the Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. So your higher self wants to very quickly take you to what you want. I know I can't see for shit. As far as reading fine print. Okay. All right, so I feel like, first of all, it's talking about High Priestess and the Ten of Cups. So maybe you're being led to a love, or maybe you're being led to like see love differently. Something's changing. It could be a slow change, or it could feel like a slow change. And it could be in your money. And then I feel like there's a wish fulfillment coming in, but it's comes in like a tower. Let's clarify that first. Tell me what the Nine of Cups is here. What's the Nine of Cups for Scorpio? The Eight of Wands. So spirit help. Spirit kind of like working with you, for you. The Emperor is here. Wish fulfillment again. So honestly, this is something about love. You could have a choice of two masculine energies are here, the King of Cups and the Emperor. Tell me what the Tower is saying for what's going on with the Tower. What happened? I think you're overthinking. It's about the Empress. You're overthinking something about the Empress. What happened with the Empress? Trying to find justice. So maybe you're the Empress. Maybe something happened and you feel like it wasn't fair. There's a new beginning here. Someone that you already know. Six of Cups. There's someone coming back. And I mean, it looks to me like, you know, you have a divine couple here and there's a lot of love. And you have two wish fulfillment surrounding this. It's like a gift. I think it's something that you've been wanting for a long time. It is someone from your past. It could be somebody that you've known since childhood. It could be a Taurus, a Libra, an Aquarius, an Aries. Tell me about the High Priestess. What's the High Priestess showing Scorpio about love? I feel like you're looking at it differently through your higher self. You know, like they're giving you a different glimpse of it. Yeah, it's about, oh wow, Two of Cups and Four of Wands. So it could be about someone specific. I feel like there is success in this relationship. It's a soul friend too. And it's obviously, you know, a divine match. So you guys are energetically suited. And there is a lot of love here with the Ten of Cups. And I feel like it's your higher self that's kind of cluing you in on this. Like maybe when you meet this person, you just realize like, oh my God, I've been waiting my whole life for you. But it's your higher self. Now, let's clarify it. We got some kind of conflicting energy here in the center with the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Because the Knight of Swords, like the fastest energy in the deck, and the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest. So I'm going to clarify them separate because I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Tell me who's the Knight of Swords? Tell me what you want me to know about the Knight of Swords. Okay, the Knight of Swords. So it's fast change is what the Knight of Swords pretty much means. Fast change is clarified by the Six of Pentacles. This could be, I don't know, maybe it's this person from the past coming. But I feel like you're looking at it and you're going like, I don't know. I've already done this. So maybe this person comes back in, this Knight of Swords, from the past, and you're like, I don't know, I already did this shit. Tell me more about this Knight of Swords, Spirit. Have patience. I think this brings balance. I think it's divinely guided. And there is something about this person that isn't finished, you know? I feel like you have angels around you. But I do feel like maybe they balance things out for you. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. What's this Knight of Pentacles? Queen of Wands. Three of Wands. Okay, so this Knight of Pentacles, someone confident, maybe you've been waiting for them. It's taking a long time. You feel like kind of left out in the cold, but all of a sudden I feel like you get a new perspective, Hangman. And what are they saying in the Hangman? What's happening here? So this could be a slow process, whatever this Knight of Pentacles is. Because, like, I feel like, you know, there's somebody... This person is magical, and I feel like, I don't know if you've been waiting for them or they've been waiting for you, but I think somebody's been waiting, and somebody feels left out in the cold. And I feel like when you go into the Hangman position, also the Hermit came out, but then the Strength comes out too. So I'm feeling like this person taught you strength, and the Knight of Swords person up here taught you how to transmute energy, taught you how to balance, maybe tapped you in a little more to your like spirit guides, angels, that kind of thing. I feel like the Knight of Swords might have taught you something. I don't know. But I think this Pentacle one has been kind of a heartbreak, you know. So Pentacles are Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and of course Swords are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So take what resonates with that. It doesn't have to be like that. But what I see you is completely like re-looking at your life. I also, honestly, there's something here about, like, I feel like this is kind of like maybe not for everyone, but what I do see is the Empress here, which is like a mother figure. So maybe it's your mother. Maybe it hurts you, this whole thing. And I think out of nowhere, what this is saying is like, while you're reliving this, whatever this is, like you're thinking about it all the time. Six of Cups. I think you're thinking about when you were a child. I think you're thinking about every step of the way until you're you now. And I feel like you're suddenly seeing something different. You know, like you're seeing justice, because the Justice card is here. So maybe it's that tapping in, because you're hearing your own energy, King of Cups right above it, and you're tapping in, and you're activating your heart space. And so I feel like the way you love, the way you see love is changing. If there was a problem with either one, your mom or your dad, where I see it is your mom. If this is your mom, like if it's not a woman, like a lover or something. But if it's your mom, I feel like you've been overthinking it maybe your whole fucking life. And while you're overthinking it, and over this moon, I think you get sudden enlightenment about it. I think the way you've seen it all your life is changing. And it is that healing of that mother wound for whoever this is for. Like, I don't know, this isn't for everyone, but whoever it's for. As you heal this mom wound, your viewpoint of love changes. You see it differently now. And maybe what you see is that, maybe what's being revealed to you is that this was all a plan, and we're all soul related, and we all made a deal. We chose our parents. And if you have a deal with your mom, remember you're the one that picked her. You're the one that planned your life. Your soul is responsible. And I think that knowledge, and like, it just changes it. You can't be mad anymore. Because honestly, the people that hurt us the most are the ones that heal us the most. They're the ones that make us grow the most. You know what I'm saying? I think you're figuring it out. I think you're figuring it out, and all of a sudden you look at things different. I want to know, just because of this card right here, I love this card, and I like to say, what does the little tiny Scorpio want to say? The Empress. I think I was right about the mom thing. Yeah, I think you've been sad about the mom. I think you've been crying about the mom, Nine of Swords. And that's the problem that's been like holding up that little child in you, you know? Like, I'm wondering, like, maybe, yeah, because you're like looking at stuff here different too. I think you have a cycle or like a lifelong life of kind of feeling like you weren't enough or something was wrong or something like that. And it all has to do with your mom. What happened? What happened to the mom, little tiny Scorpio? What happened with the mom? It was a tower. Word fights. And you just... I feel like as a child you decided, like, this is so fucked up. And as an adult you're like, I don't know how I want to file this in my memory, right? Tell me what the 10 years from now person wants to tell. Scorpios 10 years from now. Tell me what you want to say to yourself now. Now that you're 10 years older, what advice do you have to yourself? Take all of those. I feel like they're saying, I see what they're saying. I just feel like there's a lot of transformation coming on, and I see the Six of Wands again, like you are going to be successful. I see Ten of Pentacles. I see King of Wands. And the way you're getting that is the Knight of Wands, following your passion, right? And leading with love. So that's what brings you success. And that's what helps you transform these things. And those are the cards that I decided not to read. Bottom of the deck is talking about listening to your soul, letting your soul lead, right? So that's what I'm seeing here. And here's what your older self wants to say. If you need to stop looking at the past and feeling like lack because of it, because you're not seeing the entire picture correctly. In fact, it's distorted. You're seeing a distorted view because you're hanging on to this childhood one. I'll tell you how I know it. These two cards came out. So I see you crying about these 3 cups. 3 cups that you lost, right? 3 cups, it's mourning, it's grieving. But it's also your future self is saying, like, you're crying over something that's not really what you thought. Like you're making a bigger thing out of it. It looks different because you have a distorted perspective. You see how much bigger the cat is and the reflection than he really is? So I feel like, you have a distorted view of that. I think you have a distorted view of yourself because of it. Like you just feel lacking. And spirit, or your higher self, or yourself 10 years from now wants to say to you, have the confidence to choose yourself in every situation. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget what you have. Queen of Wands. She's like the most confident, magical person in the deck, right? And that it came out like that. So it's like stop grieving something that's not even real. It's not, it's different because you're looking at it from your little tiny perspective, you know, from when you were a kid. You were sad, it was all about your mom. There was this tower after tower, lots of fighting, lots of probably verbal abuse is what I'm feeling. And then you kind of were in this constant place of like not knowing really what to do. You know, it's your mom. What do you do? Do you love her back? Do you withdraw? She's your mom. It's a tough situation. I see it. But your 10 years older from now self says, hey, we're going to work through this. We got this. But here's the key. You got to pick yourself. You just got to choose you. You don't worry about nobody else. Just be confident in you. Be confident in that beautiful soul and the ride that you signed up for, you know? The soul ride, right? All right. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope that made sense for you. Um, lots of growing over the full moon. So good luck with that. The blue moon. It's once in a lifetime changes happening. That's why it's so important. Doesn't happen every day that we get that energy. So use it. All right, Sagittarius will be next, and I'm at 127. All right, Sag. Pisces full moon will shed light on your fourth house of home and family, bringing your ideals for your private world to light. While this may not be a particularly active time for you, you'll be spending plenty of time imagining what your ideal lifestyle looks like in your natural habitat. You may feel the need to relocate or make changes in your residence that better align with your dreams for your private life. Wow. Sag, you might be moving. What's going on with that? Am I missing a bunch of people? Kind of because I'm reading that stuff. Sorry, you guys. I feel like there's a bunch of people. Hi, Charlene. Hello, Charlene from Alaska. Welcome, welcome. So we had some new people on yesterday and today. That's fun. So welcome to anybody who is listening, right? So let me go back. I got to go back to the what I was doing here. And I'm sorry, can't really see the chat. Sagittarius in your fourth house. We're on you. Let's look and see what's going on for Sag. Yay, I have 10 likes. That's super fun. Super fun. Okay. Fourth house for Sag. Let's look and see what's going on for Sagittarius today. Okay, so you got 3 of Cups. So got some people coming towards you. I love this card because I feel like there are angel people in this card. Have I ever showed you guys this one? You know how I always say something different about the cards depending on what deck I'm using? Hey, Joni. Anyway, it's this one. So I just feel like they're soul friends coming in because I mean, I feel like Sag, maybe you've been in a kind of a down spot. Maybe you're sad about something. Maybe you've been sick. Four of Swords is about healing up. And then here comes the wheel card. So these people coming in are going to help you. Since we're talking about your fourth house, these people could be family members, you know, because they're definitely soul friends. Sometimes they're, you know, people talking through spirit, or spirit talking through people, right? There's another three of pentacles. So I feel like, honestly, I'm already getting the vibe, Sag, that you've got a lot of protection around you, like angelic protection. So I don't know. I think maybe what you're sad about is love, or maybe a choice that you made. I think something happened though, and it was painful, and it's kind of put you, you know, nine of wands. I think what the threes are doing, about 3 of cups, 3 of pentacles, I think what the threes are doing is bringing you instability, like understanding something about yourself that you didn't know before. I also see, oh, a lot of spiritual activity here. Oh my God. All right. I'm going to keep all of these because they're just too good. I know I got too many, but I love it when the reading kind of turns out like this. So basically what I see is like you've been kind of in a stuck spot. I do see 3 of cups and 3 of pentacles coming in. Those are usually, you know, soul friends or people that just come into your life, mention one thing, and it changes the way you see something, you know, change of perspective kind of people. I do feel like you've been in a kind of a sad place about a love situation, about something, you know. And I feel like I feel like you're doing this 7 of Wands thing, like changing up your vibration, protecting yourself, realizing who you are and that you're stable on your own, Queen of Pentacles. You have a new beginning here with an Ace of Pentacles. So could be a new job, you could have a new home. That's what the reading was talking about, was there's a change in your home life, you know. And I feel like it is spirit. I mean the 8 of Wands is here too. So, and then 9 of Cups, and then 10 of Cups. So I feel like it's all going to work out. I think the key to it is to actually kind of go with this energy, this wand energy. You know, that's fire energy. So it's like passion. It's like great ideas. It's like doing what lights up your soul. You know what I mean? Like, what do you do that makes you just feel good? You know, I think you're doing a lot of that. I think you are protecting yourself too. And I feel like spirit's just kind of like almost taking you to what you want. 9 and 10 of Cups. So I feel like whatever's happening in your home is kind of, it sucks. I can see that, you know, and I honestly, you're kind of at a crossroads. You don't know what to do. You're trying not to watch. You're trying not to watch what's happening. Tell me what the wheel is bringing. I think the wheel is bringing you closure. 5 of Cups. So, I mean, in this 5 of Cups, you're actually kind of letting go. And it's just like whatever disrupted your home. You know, look at that 7 of Swords. It's like, it's about this bird, you know? Like this bird's house is like totally fucked up. Like someone stole, I don't know, or killed her child, her husband, something, you know, definitely disrupted her nest, right? So that's what it's saying. And I think you don't even want to see it, but I feel like what's happening is you're letting it go. You're just saying, I'm letting it go. You're choosing you, and you're manifesting. You're like not going to stay in this energy. Yeah, I think you're deciding. I think you're being honest with yourself. And I think you're walking toward this 10 of Pentacles, which is happy, stable home. You know, and you already have the 10 of Cups. So I feel like whatever is going on, I do see a change. I do see you healing. I think you're sad. But don't forget you're the freaking Empress, right? You really are carrying that energy. But I feel like you're, you know, like there was a tower, something wasn't fair. You're kind of like feeling like, I don't know what to do, right? But I do see an alignment coming. Like it's peppered, like I feel like there's like a couple shitty cards, and then there's these really good ones, like your higher self is making headway here with the high priest and the chariot. So I don't think you're stuck in this energy unless you want to be. You know what I mean? Use the moon. Use the moon. Do this. I can't remember who else got that card, but I really kind of do feel like maybe during the blue moon we should, I think it was Libra. I think we should make a habit of like just maybe that's our first thing. Let's try it. Let's try it on our channel, all of us who watch, all these 10 people who click the thumbs up button, who follow me and love me. Let's try it. Let's try every single day. Let's start now, today, after I get done here. We'll just do it. And all we're going to do is just ask Spirit to put a bubble of love around us so that no negative energy, no fear could come in. And let's just leave it like that every day and say thank you. Let's see where it leads us. Because, I mean, that message has come out twice. So no matter what your sign is, let's just try it. Let's do it till, when is the new moon? Or the full moon is the 30th. So if we started today, we basically have a whole week of getting that habit under our belt, right? And then we have like 3 or 4 more days after the 30th, so on into September. And maybe we'll just make it a habit. I think I'm going to try just that protection of light, and just protecting me from fear, basically, and depression, and like just negative thinking, you know? I'm going to try it. I hope you guys do too. And maybe we can talk about it as it goes along, see how we feel. Okay, so Capricorn's next, 138. Okay, Capricorn. Here's what it says. It says, you'll be leaning into your imagination during the full moon on August 30th. Now is the time to express your thoughts and ideas. Capricorn, even if the details aren't fully ironed out yet, you've always been a visionary. But today you'll feel unusually hopeful for what you have yet to learn and understand about the world. Think big today and allow your imagination to guide you. Inspiration will be in surplus on this day. Wow. Go Capricorn. So you're getting some good ideas. You're a visionary. What have you been thinking about? It's going to come in hot over the moon energy. Once in a lifetime opportunities happening. Who doesn't want a piece of that action? I do. Capricorn. Show me what's happening for Capricorn. The sun. First card out is the sun. Abundance, happiness, you're creating it. I feel like also you're focusing on the good stuff. Like, I do see some nostalgia here, but what I feel like is you're kind of ironing it out. Like, 6 of Cups is about someone from your past. Someone, maybe it could be a child, it could be, somebody that you've known since you were a child, could be a parent, whatever. You're thinking about it, and you are seeing the justice because it's here. You're seeing maybe why something happened, what it gave you, like what were the blessings from that shit thing that happened, right? That's the justice card. And I feel like you're seeing it, right? Jess, thanks for manning the chat. I have it on, I kind of have 2 windows open on my phone down here, and I can't really see the chat unless I like go out of the other one, right? Yeah, so you're being like huge, big idea. Look at you at the bottom of the deck. And Capricorn, this is my favorite devil card, and this is your card in the major arcana of the tarot. Isn't he good looking? I always have to say that. Every time I look at him, I'm like, who wouldn't fall into that guy's hands? I would. He looks hot. Anyway, okay. So I feel like you're looking at the sunshine, you're focusing on abundance, you're thinking about your past, you're seeing justice in something, you're making something right, you're making something even and fair. I do feel like there is a possibility that there's a lover coming in. You might get a message from this, and Spirit is saying, like, what you have a choice to make here. Just make sure it's what's best for you, not for somebody else, okay? Because that's what it's saying. It's like there's a love offer. Do what's best for you, not for someone else, period. I see you getting a new enlightenment about a lover as well when you look on the, like, all the way down. You got the sun, the lovers, and the hanged man. So I feel like you're getting a different viewpoint on it. Maybe you're seeing situations different. Maybe even that's why the justice is here, because it's corner to corner this way. In between is the page of cups. So that could be a child. Maybe there's a child in this relationship. Or maybe it's just a message or some kind of new, I don't know. It also looks like ascension. Okay, I'm going to leave it alone now. So down here at the bottom, I see Hanged Man, Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So I feel like you're looking at things from other perspectives. And I think you're realizing, like, there are certain things that you have to just surrender the outcome to, right? We can't control every fucking thing on the planet. And I think you're realizing it here. And you're just like, it could be about the Six of Cups. Because that's in the middle aisle. It's Six of Cups, Page of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So I think you're just kind of like handing that over, whatever this is. It could be about a child, for sure. And maybe there's a problem or something, and you're just like, I don't know what to do. Here, you take it. I'm going to just get on with my day. I can't control what's happening, right? So then on this side, you got Justice, Two of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So I feel like the Ace of Wands is the idea that the reading was talking about, like that new idea. Take it to the next level, you know? It might feel like you're a child doing it, but it's coming from your heart and also your third eye, and it's going to bring a lot of abundance, is what I'm seeing. I also feel like, honestly, maybe it could even lead to some kind of a love situation, kind of looks like that. But I just feel like there's a lot of growth for you, Capricorn. Justice. You see the justice in something, maybe about this child or the Six of Cups situation. And because you find the justice, you have the courage to choose what's best for you when you come to this place where you have to make a decision. You put yourself first. And I know some people think that's really selfish, but honestly, in my readings, that is not how I'm coming across. It's just that so many of us have so little value for ourselves. And, a lot of us are moms and stuff, and dads and husbands and wives. And so we sometimes kind of like, prioritize everyone else in front of ourselves. But in this specific instance, it's asking you to make a decision that's just best for you. So when you come to this now, it could be about a lover, and do what's best for you in that situation, just period. And yeah, and I do see the new epiphany coming in with the Ace of Wands. It's going to lead you to abundance. Try as hard as you can to lead with your heart, over that moon energy. I know we always try to lead with love, right? But just make a conscious effort of it during that specific time. I feel like for you, Capricorn, leading with love, being kind is what I'm talking about. Like going out of your way to be kind to everybody. Okay. Aquarius, the full moon brings illumination to your current finances and resources. On this day, you'll be considering the possibilities that your assets can offer you while imagining the ways you can make the most of what's currently in your possession. While the specifics may still be in the air, now is a fortunate time for dreaming up ways of enjoying the fruits of your labor. Okay. So you're thinking about money and all the things that you have and what they can offer you, they can give you, right? Okay. Angels, spirits, guides, let's talk about Aquarius and their money, their assets, what's going on. Yeah, you're diving into something brand new. The Fool comes out for stuff. So there might be a new opportunity, a new job maybe. Something. You're following your soul, doing something. I feel like there's a lot of you who have been kind of like sad. Maybe you've been sick. I feel like that's coming to an end, and I feel like there could be a new job offer, honestly. That's what it looks like. It is fair. I think there's money. I think there's success too, and like a whole new a whole new life if you take it up on it, right? You might be even meeting someone that you might love. I have the Lovers and the Two of Cups here. Um, one more. Temperance. Okay. Tell me about this bullshit right up here in the corner. I've got 4 swords, 5 of swords, and the 4 of pentacles. It's like you're hanging on to some kind of grief. What in the heck? Why is that here out of nowhere? I think there's something you gotta work through here. You've gotta let something go. You know, you have to let something go. It's been really hard. Something that hurt you so fucking bad. I think it's changing really fast with the help of Spirit, 8 of Wands, Knight of Swords. So I feel like there's some big changes coming for the Empress. They're honed in on you. Spirit is. Like, I feel like they've seen it. They've been watching you struggle, is what I feel like. What is yours about? Finances. So maybe you've been struggling financially. Because I do see like a lot of sadness here. Like, you're like, fuck. Not to worry too long. Don't worry too long. Because I say like, Knight of Swords, very fast energy. 8 of Wands, spirit energy, very fast again, bringing forth change to the Empress. So I'm going to say the Empress is you. I feel like when you get this new opportunity, it's going to change your life, like, completely. And, you know, you want to work through this shit over here, like this, you know, being guarded and being scared and being, you know, hanging on to old shit, mind fucking yourself, you know. Because there's some changes coming, but you kind of got to get out of this energy. I do feel like Spirit's kind of at the wheel here, but we can always keep it if we want. Even if Spirit tries to take it away, we'll fucking hang on to it. Tell me what the Fool is, Spirit. This is something that comes out of nowhere, and it's brought to you by your soul, period. Like, that's what it's saying. Like, yeah. Tell me what the 6 of Wands. Tell me about the success for Aquarius. What is the success about for Aquarius? Okay. I think you're overcoming the confusion and whatever happened over here. That's the success. I feel like you're kind of doing a little bit of a review, but I do think you're going to go ahead and take the plunge and follow your soul into something with the Fool card. Like you're starting a brand new thing. Tell me what's happening in the World card. It's like you're walking through a new portal. And in that portal there is the Lover's card, the Two of Cups, and Temperance, and Ace of Swords. So the World card is clarified by the Magician. So maybe you're creating the life that you want. You're deciding to choose yourself. You're finding that stability, that love within yourself, and you're having the courage to make all your wishes come true. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Who's the Two of Cups for Aquarius, Spirit? What's happening? Two of Cups is usually a soul friend, you know? That's the way I see it. It's somebody maybe that you've known since you were a child. Six of Cups. Could be a mom. Could be a mom figure. Could be someone very magical. Someone very tapped in. So you got the Two of Cups being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the Six of Cups. So this soul friend is, I don't know, bringing you in confidence and stability with your money. So maybe there's a person that you've known since you were a child coming in, and they're giving you something. That's what it looks like. But I want you to know it's really you that's doing it, because the Magician card's here. So you are like actually manifesting it, whether you know it or not. I mean, it's your higher self like bringing this to you, whatever it is. It's coming in fast. You might be traveling even, is what I'm getting. The Chariot is here, and I feel like that is also a card of like being lined up, body, mind, soul. Tell me what the Six of Pentacles is. Six of Pentacles is the Hierophant card. So the lesson being learned here is a karmic lesson, something you signed up for. Whatever all this icky shit is up here in the corner, you know, it looks like a lot of sadness, healing up, and being guarded, and kind of having a chip on your shoulder even. You know, it's this card that makes me say chip on your shoulder. Look at her. Do you see her face? Like, she's got this look on her face, like, you know, she has a chip on her shoulder. And I never used to understand that. My mom used to say that, you have a chip on your shoulder. I'd be like, what the fuck does that mean, right? It is. It's like having an attitude before anything even happens. Like you're expecting the worst. So you get this mean mug look on your face and shit. I kind of feel like that's kind of what's happening here with you. And I feel like Spirit's coming in to help you let go of it. Whatever it is, you're irritated or you have a grudge or something. I'm not sure. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. This is about clarity, right? So, clarity. You're getting clarity on abundance and how to get it. That's what you're getting at. Clarity on. The Eight of Pentacles and the Sun. Some kind of work that's going to lead to abundance. You could get this like a crown chakra idea. Big one, like it just comes in. Sometimes when I see the tower, I feel like that could be what it's saying too. Like up here, it came out up here with the tower came out with the Fool card. So you got this clarity here with the Ace of Swords. So you're like, you know, you have clarity on something about how to get abundance. And it comes in like, and there's the tower, and you dive in. I mean, you're not just diving in like a normal, like, front dive. You're so sure of yourself. You're so sure of your own soul that you're going backwards. You're like, I know you've got me. I love that for you. This idea is like a spring for you. It's changing your whole life. Why is the Lovers here? Spirit, what's the Lovers doing here? Okay, so there's some kind of rebirth, like there's a transformation, maybe in the way you see love, right? Maybe the way you see love. I was looking at what kind of love they're showing me so far. And we've got the Two of Cups, the Six of Cups, so there could be a certain person. So here's the cards, they're all major, so this is something real here. But it's like the Lover's card, the Death card, and the Justice. So it's Gemini, Scorpio, and Libra. So that might make sense to you, it might not. But I do feel like there's something transforming in a love situation that makes you see it different, that makes you see why it happened. It balances you out. Understanding whatever this is. Like, I think it's still up here in this shit pile up here. But I do feel like you have a lot of angelic presence. Your higher self is kind of like glowing even around you. And I do feel like you're finding some balance there. So I feel like whatever ideas you have, no matter what, how crazy they might seem to other people, maybe you have a dream about making something new. Just do it and don't give a shit what anybody else thinks. Because with those kind of cards, it's like your soul is giving it to you. And it looks like whatever it is, it's going to make your life stable. All of it. You know? Okay. So Pisces is the last one, 157. Okay. I think I forgot to put the times on for yesterday's. I'll go back and do it today. Okay, Pisces. The full moon illuminates the current dreams and aspirations you have for yourself and your identity. After a period of prioritizing rationality over imagination and creativity, this is your moment to think big. The world is your oyster now, Pisces. In an ideal world, where would you see yourself? It's not far-fetched to believe that you'll actualize what you've been envisioning. I really like that one. This is your big moment to think big, Pisces. You've had something in mind, and now Spirit is saying, think even bigger. Go ahead, do it. Pisces, you're so magic, right? Pisces have some kind of special gift, I think. At least according to astrology. They're pretty tapped in people, just automatically. I think I read somewhere one time that Pisces actually, by the time you get to be a Pisces, that you've been around, you've been here a lot. And for some of them, that's their last, like that's their last stop. I read that somewhere too. Like, this is the last time on this planet or whatever, next time, something different. Okay, Pisces, what's going on? Something about your work, Temperance. Oh, so in the center here of your reading, you have 10 of Pentacles. I just want you to know that. That's pretty good. Because that's your energy, Typically, when you're doing like 9 cards, the very middle card is pretty much your energy. I think the overall energy is kind of working through maybe something you've been thinking about. You're letting something go. I feel like, yeah, it looks like it was kind of a rough go, but let's see. So I feel like maybe something could be changing in your work. Maybe the way you see it, maybe the way you feel about it. I think there's a new opportunity too in Pentacles, so that could be like a new job or a gift or a new home, right? I think you've been kind of stuck in your head about something, and the Wheel of Fortune is coming to change that for you. It's right here. And what they're bringing in is your wish fulfillment. Like, so what have you been wishing on the star for? You know, it's the star card. What's your wish? I feel like there are, I see 888 here on the table. So eights are about change. Um, and it is about, usually about money, you know. So I do see a change in the wind for you in Pentacles. I also see you being very stable. I do feel like there's something that you need to get honest with yourself about, and like not be emotional, like Queen of Swords, right? So it's about taking your heart out of something, like out of a situation, whatever this is, this Eight of Swords, right? I mean, you have to think logically about whatever that is, because this isn't even real. Like, it's an imagined prison. It's an imagined stuckness, you know? So I feel like if that's what you're doing, I mean, I feel like Spirit is just saying, like, think about it. Think about it logically. You know, be honest with yourself now. Take the emotions out of it. People, places, things, ideas, beliefs. What's holding you back? I feel like you need to change something. Because I do feel like there's a lot of, no, you feel stuck or something. And it's kind of in the way of the Ten of Pentacles in a way, you know? Anyway, I do see the Wheel of Fortune bringing in what you want, which is Ten of Pentacles and stability, and I think it's coming. There could be some kind of change in your work. I think just go with it. Don't be scared, you know? Because I think it's whatever you're working on that's going to bring the Ten of Pentacles and the wish fulfillment, you know? So that's what I'm seeing. Be patient with yourself as all of this unfolds. Try and stay balanced. Tap into your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors to lead you here. Because I feel like the only thing stopping you from whatever the fuck you want is you, with that Eight of Swords. And it's an imagined thing. It's not even real. You just think you're stuck. You wonder if you're stuck. You see yourself as stuck, you know? And it's just not true. And I feel like, so during the moon, I feel like that's changing with the, because it's time. Like, it's your destiny. You're not destined. That's the only shitty card here, the eight of Swords. You got all positive cards, and almost, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, only three major arcanas, right? And the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like yours to take. But you do have to kind of like, whatever's making you feel stuck has to go, is what I feel like. It could be like overthinking. Like, maybe you're being offered a new job or like a promotion or something like that. And and you don't know if you can do it, you know, like you're overthinking it. Like, I don't know. It's that kind of energy. But remember, like, this is like, it's spirit-led stuff. Like, you got the Wheel of Fortune, right? And the Temperance card, which is about balance, and it's also about having support from spirit around you. You know, look at it. You can see the angel around that guy. So I feel like you're being protected in this, and I feel like maybe, like, what I want to say is, Might be time to trust your soul more than you do your head knowledge. You know what I mean? Like your mind. Because our mind, I mean, it looks to me like your mind is kind of playing tricks on you for some reason. And you're having this new offer, and it's 10 pentacles. And it's brought to you by destiny. It's yours. It's yours to take. It's meant for you. You know, it's meant for you to be stable and solid in your own self, you know. And I do see that coming. So let's see. The world's your oyster. Where do you see yourself in an ideal world? It's not far-fetched to believe you'll actualize what you've been envisioning. So is this what you've been envisioning? Because this is the middle card. So this is like happy, stable home. It's enough money. It's like all your family, your grandkids, your kids, the dog. And so if that's what you've been envisioning, or the King of Pentacles, like he's smart, he's loyal, he's got enough, he's happy, right? So don't be afraid to like just grab onto this stuff. Don't overthink it. Don't think you don't deserve it. Don't think any of that, because Spirit's just handing it to you, you know? Okay. Let me check back with you guys. I think that's it for the signs. Oh, let's see. So Joni, Libra is at 10825. And for who, Melissa, 12738 is Scorpio. Are you still out here, Melissa? Hi. Do you have a specific question? I'll pull some cards for you. Tell me what your question is. I guess I don't want to answer like, when am I going to die, or when is somebody going to die. I don't want to do that. But I can pretty much ask questions. So if you have a question, just type it in the box. I'll do it right now. If you want one. Does anybody have a question? I got a couple minutes. Coco's coming over. School started. Woo-hoo. I should have gone and done my garden this morning, but I didn't. Man, I don't know. My ass was whooped from yesterday. I worked really hard yesterday. I don't know if Melissa wants a question or not. I don't know. Maybe she's typing it. Oh, thank you, Jess. I'm so glad you think I'm awesome. I'm just like everyone else with that 8 of Swords. Always mind fucking myself about it. I don't know, you guys. Do you have a question, Melissa? Can you please tell me if my oldest daughter will find a place soon? Jess. Where's my pendulum? Hey, Spirit. Jess is like wanting to know about her daughter. Is her daughter gonna find? Is her daughter gonna find a place to live soon? We're talking about Jess Ree. She wants to know if her daughter's gonna find a place. It says yeah. It says yeah. I think what flipped over when you asked me about was a 7 of Cups, like confusion. Like there's confusion about it. Tell me what's going on with Jess's daughter. She's hanging on to something. She have money problems? I think there is success coming for her. What does she have to do to get the success, Spirit? Okay. Something sad happened to her? Yeah, I think what's happening here, what I see honestly is, I mean, I kind of feel like she's going to find her own stability with Spirit. I don't know. Is she a spiritual person? 9 of Pentacles is about single, right? Oh, it's about being single. But I feel like, so here's the shit cards that came out for your daughter. Oh, okay, Melissa. I was just, do you have a question, honey? I can draw cards for you. Just tell me the question. So here's the shit cards for your daughter, Jess. You know, heartbreak, she's hanging on, she doesn't know what to do, she's confused. Is that about right? But what I see, oh, he's married. Does he have money? Well, I do see a King of Pentacles here, is why I asked if he had money. But, well, I think she's sad. I think she feels brokenhearted, or else that's coming. I mean, I do see her trying to hang on to something, but I also feel like she has her heart pretty much protected. I think I can just ask me what you want and I'll see what I can do about it. No money. Okay. Okay. So honestly, I see success coming for her, 6 of Wands. And I see stability coming for her, King of Pentacles, right? That's a stable, loyal energy, which I'm just going to say that if it's a married man, that doesn't really sound like what a married man would offer to a girlfriend. They aren't loyal and they don't offer stability at all. In fact, quite the opposite, you know? So I don't know, unless it's saying like it's a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But what I feel like is there's like a new opportunity coming in, Ace of, it is what she wants. It's a wish fulfillment here with the star. And it's really independence, you know? I mean, she might end up just loving the single life, you know? And if she is tapped in at all, then it would be very obvious to see that Spirit is just like, I don't know, I think the shit that's over here is like, bye-bye. And this stuff is what's coming in, like stability and I think she's going to feel good about herself. You know, that Six of Wands can mean a bunch of shit, like fame and fortune and all of that. But she's already pregnant. She's already pregnant, Spirit. Shit. Well, no wonder she's so fucking crying and hanging on over there, guarding her heart and shit. Is the guy getting a divorce or? And can't see. Well, she can get her. No, I kind of feel like, honestly, even if she is pregnant, I don't think that guy's sticking around. I really fucking don't. I think it's going to break her heart. And I feel like there's something new coming in. Something new, like tangible. It's a gift from Spirit. Ace of Pentacles, something new. A new job, a new home, a new something. And I think it makes her happy. It is wish fulfillment. And honestly, when I kept pulling, I mean, I get like this magician card comes out. Like first she gets this Nine of Pentacles energy, which, like, you know, sitting under the money tree thing, and realizing that Spirit's our best friend, and then that balances her out with the Temperance card, like balances her, changes things, shows her that she is the magician. And then the Queen of Swords comes out. So I feel like then she kind of gets the strength to go like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit right now. Right? I'm cutting it out. It doesn't serve me. I'm going to take my heart out of it. I'm going to do what's best for me. Focus on the sun. Want to know what I think? There's a match here for her. It's just going to take a minute. Like, pregnant or not pregnant. There's a King, Queen of Pentacles here. She's manifesting it herself. But only after she says bye-bye. You know? Bye-bye to you. Fucking making me an option. That's what that Seven of Cups is here for, huh? If he's married. That just pisses me off. But honestly, you know, after I got divorced from that last husband, I mean, I pretty much focused on only dating married men. And now I don't date anyone. They filed, but nobody is moving toward the divorce process. He spends a lot of time with the ex, or at least what is supposed to be. I don't know. Melissa, is he going to stay with Melissa? I'm going to ask the pendulum first. And thanks for hitting the like button, you guys, and subscribing and all of that. I appreciate you so much. We're tapping into Melissa, who's on my channel today. Spirit, you got Melissa? She wants to know if C is going to stay with her. No. I'm sorry. I said no. I'm going to pull some cards now. The pendulum is saying no, he's not staying with you, man. What does that mean? I think you're going to be coming up on this kind of period of time, like you're like, where do I put my energy in? Where should I invest in myself? I feel like you have a good new idea coming in, Melissa. Something. Yeah, it's about creating something. Are you pregnant? I just saw the Empress. I do feel like that Seven of Swords is here. It's like, I feel like you're saying to yourself, should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? Because it kept showing up when I was shuffling. So, yeah, I see you in a period of healing, resting, I don't know if you've been sick or if you guys are broken up or something. Yeah, somebody walked away. You walked away, they walked away, something ended, right? I kind of feel like while you're in this, you're trying to find the justice. Like, what the fuck just happened? You know? You're like, that wasn't fair at all. Let me see more from Melissa's spirit. I see a word fight, maybe possibly like verbal abuse. I see you feeling stuck there. I see almost like, I don't know, this could be somebody who doesn't really honestly commit. Like Knight of Wands, they're in and out. They come in and they leave. That's the energy I'm getting off of this person. I hope you're the one that's fucking walking away, Melissa. I hope you're doing some meditation. I hope you're gaining your balance, seeing your value, loving on yourself, owning your power, getting confident. That's what I'm seeing. Tell me some advice for her. Tell me how. Yeah. Find your strength. Understand your strength. You're strong enough to do anything. Don't forget about that beautiful soul that lives inside of you. Don't let this shit control you. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when shit happens to us and it makes us sad or whatever, I mean, it controls us. I feel like there could be some temper here with this person too. Like, is he like abusive? You are sick? You need him? Why do you think he's going to leave you? I see someone leaving. I'm not sure if it's you or him. I think Spirit wants you to focus on what's good in your life. Focus on the sun. Focus on things that make you happy. Focus on the things that you have that are beautiful and good, including him. He has cancer? He's sick or you're sick? I see someone healing. What the fuck? I'm sick with cancer. Are you getting treated for it, honey? Can you tell me why you think he's going to leave you then? Because of cancer? But I asked the pendulum, it said yes, and then it does show the Eight of Cups, which is someone walking away. Is he younger than you? I'm just feeling like I think there is something really turning around here for you. I mean, it's all really good after you walk away from this or whatever's happening. You want to see? Let me show you so you don't think I'm crazy. So the first two cards out were the Four of Swords and the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is about walking away. Four of Swords is about being sick, healing up, being in bed. And then I see that there's some kind of like, I don't know. I'm wondering, I mean, if you just got the news that you have cancer, that could be what the Five of Swords is. You're like battling inside yourself. What the fuck am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm stuck here, right? And then the Devil card came out. which is telling me that, so when we focus on negative things, more negative happens, according to the law of attraction, right? So I feel like whatever you're thinking about so fucking hard, which is probably about your cancer diagnosis, and I'm totally not going to judge that. I'm not. I'm just reporting what the cards are saying. The way you're feeling about yourself and where you're at and what's happening in your body is, it's your thought process that is toxic at this moment with the devil card, right? But here's what I think about the reason that I said, like, I mean, like, I don't know what's wrong with the guy, but the Knight of Wands came out. So typically, like, doing a reading like this, what that Knight of Wands means is someone that doesn't really stick around. Like, they're kind of commitment phobes, you know? They're scared of making a commitment for whatever reason. And so they bail out. They're just kind of like a love them and leave them kind of person, you know? And yeah, so I'm just so, like, blown away by your whole thing here. I just feel like, I'm sorry I took that. I shouldn't have read them like that. I just feel bad about it now. But here's what I feel like. I feel like Spirit is trying to take you out of a situation. That's the Six of Wands. That's like the lifeboat. That's like Spirit coming in and saying, come with me. We have to change where you're at. You can't be in this place anymore. It's hurting you. It's toxic, right? So they come in and they tell you, like, come with me. This is your higher self, maybe, right? Your soul, maybe, like, picking up and moving on. I think where they're taking you is maybe to family, maybe to people that actually love you, maybe to abundance. But I do see, like, a family here dancing in the sun, right? So they might be taking you home. I see the Wheel of Fortune, so coming in again, saying, like, this is your destiny. This wheel is actually pointing to a house, so I'm wondering if you're going to change where you live. Like, I really get a strong feeling that it's possible that you're possibly moving in with family. I see 3 women on this card of various ages. So if that means anything to you, that's what I'm feeling. So then here comes this Judgment card. And that, to me, is your soul whistling its own tune, marching down its own path. And I feel like that's where you're headed. You know what I mean? Like, wherever you're going here, wherever Spirit's taking you, wherever this sunshine is, it's changing everything. I mean, your soul is definitely at the wheel. So when this happens and you move, like, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Tap into that higher self. Be confident that it knows where it's going. Be confident that it knows how to get there. Be confident that it's the strongest force in you. The soul has more power than anyone else. And I feel like at some point, I mean, you're Queen of Swords here, cutting out the shit that doesn't serve you. Because, I mean, with a problem or health problem like cancer, I'm not really sure that you should waste one more second on someone who behaves like a Knight of Wands. Because your focus needs to be on you. It needs to be on balance. It needs to be on your soul, you know, higher power. angels, spirit guides, ancestors. You need to be tapping into that stuff, not trying to hang on to a human being who is acting like the Knight of Wands. I hope that makes sense. Well, I'll tell you how you tap into your higher self. I talk about it all the time on this station. It's about, like, acknowledging it first of all. You know, it's the piece that makes us conscious. When our body dies, that piece lives on and gained all the knowledge, right? So here's how I have done it, because I have been through a lot too. You know, I lost my son 4 years ago, and I had a hell of a time getting through that. It was the hardest thing ever. I mean, it's not over. 4 years ago is all. But I can remember just having times where I just couldn't stop sobbing. And I didn't understand. I wanted to know why. Why me? Why did I have to lose my son, you know? And so I would write down questions like what I want to know. And I of course do deep breathing, and then I invite in angels. I always invite in my ancestors. I don't know why, I just feel close to them, you know? And anyway, so what I do is I write down the question, and then I leave a blank spot. And then I write down another question, and I leave a blank spot. And just keep doing it until you are all your questions are you know, and then flip back, go to the first page, to the first question, you'll know the answer. Your hand will start writing the answer. That's your higher self. We all have access to that. It's just a matter of asking for it. I mean, they want it. They want us to listen. You know, like there's this card. This is the judgment card. This is your soul. Let me see if I can find this other one. It's kind of better to show you what I'm talking about, but this is why I love the tarot, because it like shows in different picture forms like what the fuck is really going on. Where are you? Judgment? Right here. Clear at the bottom. This is the other one that I was talking about. Like, this is the judgment card too. And it's like, you see how she's kind of like surrendering and saying like, okay, you know what? You lead then, soul. It's like your higher self is the one, your soul is the one that made the plan, you know? And I believe that with everything that I am, and I didn't until I lost my son. And I started like investigating it. I really did investigate it. Starting with my North Node. And I wondered, what is my soul path? Why did I choose to lose a son? Like, what the fuck was I thinking, right? North Node. My North Node is Cancer. It's the mother of the zodiac. I mean, I can dig in deeper, but that was almost enough for me. Because I was like, oh my God, I just came here to be a mom. I came here to feel all the feels of the mom. I'm going to tell you what, there's nothing deeper than the death of a child. Nothing. There's no, I've never experienced anything that deep. I didn't even know I could love that much. You know, I didn't. And so the North Node in Cancer can mean a bunch of different things. So look it up. I'm just saying, like, for me, like, that was almost enough. Just knowing Cancer's the mother of the zodiac. I lost a son. I came here to feel mom stuff. Okay. Okay. And then I started looking into Paul's, my son's, and his was Gemini. And I read through I mean, just paid. There's so much shit on the internet, right? And one line, it said, some people with their North Node in Gemini come here to make a medical breakthrough. It stopped me right in my tracks. Did I stop mourning? No. Did I stop digging? No, I started digging more. Because we left ourselves a map. And so every time we come up with shit where it feels like we can't, it's like it's a mountain too tall. I can't do this. That's how I felt when I lost my son. I was literally felt like I was having a heart attack at times. And you know, I remember sitting on the couch thinking like, I don't even care. Just let me die right now because I just can't do this anymore. I'll take the heart attack. I really felt like that. So I understand it. It was felt like it was too steep of a mountain. Like I couldn't get over it. I didn't want to. I didn't want that mountain, you know? But my soul did. And then it made me start looking at my soul a little different. Like, man, you're fucking brave. What a fucking brave soul. What all have you been through that you would choose this? You know, I think we make it harder each time. But everything in the astrology is a map for us. And it's up to us to look for it. It's up to us to dig in and figure it out. Like, at least that's just the way my mind works. I am so much air in my chart. Gemini, sun, moon, and Libra rising. You know, those are like the pretty much all thinking person, you know. So for me, figuring out the map of who I am, that I left my own self just with the stars. And then there's also like numerology. What's your life path number? What did you come here to do? Check all of it out. Check all of it out because it just, I'm not even kidding. It changes. You know, when I show you the hangman card, that's what it is. It's like you're purposely looking at it from your soul's perspective. Like, what the fuck? And then you start to see it. And then you start to understand it. And then you accept your role. And you start to really love your soul. And see it for like how brave it is. It almost makes me want to cry. Because we don't really know. There's so many of us that just don't get it, you know? We don't get how beautiful and cool and precious our souls are, you know? Anyway, I hope that answers your question. I know that was a long answer. Hi, Divinely Guided. Okay, well, you guys, wow, thank you for being on here. I have got to go. I'm exhausted. I need a glass of water really bad, and I will talk to you guys later. I hope that you enjoyed it. And I'll probably see you guys tomorrow sometime, I'm sure. I do have to work I just got this garden stuff going on, you know. I just went on that vacation, so yeah, I will, Dan. You too. I'll see you later. Love you guys.